What's going on, YouTube? I am back with another story time, and if you like to hear these stories, like, subscribe, ring that bell, all that good stuff. In any case, this one is the first time I ever threw up from weed. Now, there's a good handful of times I've thrown up from weed, each time being fond memories, each and every one of them. And this one particularly, I was about the age of 14, 15. Is summer, kind of first summer going in, pretty much where I'm like day in, day out, getting high, hanging out with friends. And we, basically it was like I was spending, my parents were separated, so I was spending the summer in California, and we basically set up the garage as the chill spot. TV, couches, all that good stuff. Well, in any case, throughout the day, my buddy Rob and whatnot we smoked a joint, whatnot, shit out throughout the day. But then my brother's friends decided to all come and hang out for the night over at the garage, chilling, playing PS2, switching off from Tekken 7, Cold Winter, Red Faction, just kind of like on a rotation. It was always a good time going through playing that multi-tap PS2, but throughout that, one of my brother's friends, lo and behold, had like a $450 roar at the time. It was the fanciest piece that I had ever smoked out at the time by far, for sure. Ice catcher, ash catcher, double diffuser, all the perk, all so like basically really fancy for the time. And I had smoked some of this. We were hanging out. I had smoked, this joint with my buddy earlier, and then he loads me a snap, and it was like the same stuff seemingly, but I had never smoked out of as fancy a piece as what this roar was. And when I hit that snap and cleared it, for whatever reason, it got me so crazy high. Like I was tripping balls. Like my depth perception was going all over the place. It was like hard to focus. I was getting THC sweats really bad. And it was almost like that moment of like, you drugged me, man, you drugged me. But I saw what was in it. It was the same weed. I saw where he grabbed the bag. It wasn't any different. The only difference was the roar bong itself. And whatever ratio, whatever happened there, I just tripped the fuck out. And it was quite a great experience. It's probably one of the most psychedelic experiences I've had so far. And basically my depth perception, like I would focus on a single object, and then everything behind it would zone out into that sort of like fake green screen 3D effect. But then when I would shift my focus, everything would get jarbled up, blurry. Everything would go all over the place, like in and out, all funky. And then it would just like, I would focus on an object and it would re-hone in, and basically like, it would be like I was hyper focused on that object, super clear, and then everything around it was flat and fake. And I just was getting kind of nauseous and overwhelmed at a point, just trying to focus, looking around, like not able to talk or anything. So eventually I stumble out to the kitchen thinking like food's gonna help me. It'll get some. I'm kind of hungry. I'm baked out of my mind. So like I wander into the kitchen. I open the cupboard door, and it straight up looks like one of those, how like on Fisher Price like sets, how there's those stickers that are like photos of stuff. Well, it looked exactly like that. Like I was basically putting my hand into a photo. And it was just so fucking trippy, and I was just, oh my God. But I gravitated towards these chocolate donuts. And for whatever reason, like I kept forgetting like how many donuts I ate, but I realized I ate like 3 fucking donuts and a bunch of water. And I had ate dinner. It's not like I didn't already have like a decently full stomach, but it just like, for whatever reason, it just kind of overcame me. I ate way too many donuts. So I'm all full, like water and donuts and whatnot, all gross. So I'm like, oh, I need to lay down for a sec. I go to lay down on this air mattress that's just kind of like set up in our sort of other family room area, just to chill out. And whew, man, it was like I just kind of like inner head tripping, laying around. And eventually the nausea just got the better of me, and I turn over and I just puke to the side right into a white shelf. And for whatever reason, like, these don't, like, it felt like I was puking splinters, like wood splinters out. It was weird. It was like I ate the wood off a popsicle and puked the wood out. It felt like that, but it was nothing but donuts. Like, it was weird as fuck. The feeling sensation of what I got from throwing it up versus what it actually was. And so in my really stoned state, I'm like, oh fuck. I'm like starting to clean it up and whatnot. And then my buddy comes out and he's like, dude, you've been gone for like an hour. I've been wondering what's been happening. What the fuck? And I explained to him, and he just cracks up laughing, just not knowing how to. And this was like one of the first times he hung out with any of my brother's friends. So it was kind of like, I mean, he was chilling, but it was, you know, a little on the awkward side, you know? So it was just like, you know, he was maybe a little bit more uncomfortable than he had in future times hanging out. But it just, basically it was like I was gone. And so I barely remember the rest of the night. I think I pretty much just ended up cleaning stuff up and passing out at that point, just because it was so fucking overwhelming. And it was gnarly, but it was fun and it was great. So yeah, that was the first time I ever threw up from weed. If you have any, you know, times where you threw up on weed, go ahead, throw that in the comments below. See what your experience was like throwing up from weed. Mine are always like of that level. Definitely always a 10 out of 10, like just ridiculously out of my mind moments anytime that happens. So well, ring that bell, of course, subscribe, like, all that good stuff. In any case, you have a great rest of your day.